Welcome to Mac Voices. This is the talk of the Apple community, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is a Mac Voices briefing on the Grid line of products that celebrates and highlights some of our favorite Apple technology from the past in a way that you will be proud to display and own. Today's Mac Voices is supported by Kolide. Kolide is an endpoint security solution that uses the most powerful untapped resource in IT, end users. Old-school device management tools like MDMs force disruptive agents onto employee devices that slow performance and treat privacy as an afterthought. Kolide does things differently, though. Instead of forcing changes on users, Kolide notifies your team via Slack when their devices are insecure and gives them step-by-step instructions on how to solve the problem. For IT admins, Kolide provides a single dashboard that lets you monitor the security of your entire fleet, whether they're running on Mac, Windows, or Linux. That visibility makes it easy to prove compliance to your auditors, customers, and leadership. And by reaching out to employees via a friendly Slack message, Kolide can help you build a culture in which everyone contributes to security. You can meet your compliance goals today by putting users first. Visit kolide.com/MacVoices to find out how. That's Kolide, KOLIDE.com/MacVoices. Thanks to Kolide for supporting this week's Mac Voices. I read about the Grid products and kits online and looked at the pictures and was a little bit skeptical of whether this was something I would really enjoy or want to display. So when they offered to send me one, I jumped at the chance. My focus on technology usually tends to be the present and the future and not as much history, but the Grid is a bit of an exception because of the style and professionalism of its presentation. The Grid series features a piece of technology that has been disassembled and presented in a shadow-type black collage wooden frame for display on your desk or the wall of your home, office, or studio. The Grid I received features the iPhone X or iPhone X, with all the key hardware components mounted on a white background, roughly in positions in their places to an assembled iPhone, with the iPhone screen and case flanking most of the parts. Each part is labeled so you know what they are and can appreciate the overall placement in the iPhone. The components include everything from the Taptic engine to the SIM tray, the front and rear cameras to the flash. You may be surprised at the size of the main board and the speaker, and the battery in relation to the overall device. The dimensions and weight are highlighted, and there is a quote from Steve Jobs to top it all off. On the back panel of the frame is the usual picture-hanging hardware, or one could display it on a large desktop picture easel. 2 picture hangers are included with the Grid. One important thing to note is that the battery included in the display is not real, so there's no danger of leakage or worse. For those extra curious, the backing can be removed and the frame disassembled for closer examination, but I don't think this is the intended use case. While the mounting of the components gives the impression that the product might be fragile, it's as solid as the device displayed. The Grid arrives in a strong cardboard box wrapped in dark paper with a ribbon and what appears to be a wax seal, and a sprig of a dried herb, making it perfect for a gift presentation. Inside that, the Grid frame itself is held tightly in place by 4 corner protectors. The glass of the frame also has a plastic film protecting it. For shipping, the box is wrapped in bubble wrap with 4 more corner protectors and so much tape and plastic that you can be assured that nothing is going to get in until you open it. For the Apple enthusiast, Grid offers 20 different iPhone models, an iPad mini, 2 Apple Watches, and 2 iPods, but they don't stop there. Phones from Android, BlackBerry, and Nokia are also included, as are game consoles from Nintendo, Sony, and Sega. Prices vary based on device make and model, and all the options can be viewed at gridstudio.cc. I'm highly impressed by the quality and presentation of the Grid, and can recommend it as the perfect gift for the technology enthusiast in your life, or maybe just for you, regardless of which make and model you select. Make sure to put it on your holiday gift list this year. That's the Mac Voices briefing on the Grid kits. I'm Chuck Joyner. I'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.